streaming. I'm like, I don't remember hitting the buttons to start streaming. What the hell? Oh,
Do you have an auto stream set up? Or not an auto? Yeah, it said now it's telling me you just started streaming.
yeah, it says I just did start. What the fuck, monkeys?
Okay, so it told me that you were online, but it didn't tell me that you were initially streaming.
Okay, that's really weird. Let me go to my video producer and see what the hell's in there right now. Yeah, there's a 7-minute broadcast from today. I'm like, what the fuck?
I don't know what that's from then.
I just started randomly. I'm just going to delete that because it has no bearing on things. But, hello everyone. This is Ozlander along with Kogi, Airbeth, and Rich. We are back again to play some more Carrion Crown. Last week we weren't online because we finished up our level ups, which we did off camera because there wasn't much for me to do, and because I did most of it the week before, and Rich and Airbeth had finished up most of theirs off stream on their own time, and we just had some minor things to finish up, and I had other things I had to deal with, so we didn't stream. But we are back for this week, and happy to see you all here, and let's get started.
Whoop, whoop. Yay, yay.
Okay. Kogi, the floor is yours.
Why can't it be the wall?
Fine, the ceiling is yours. Happy?
Yes, the oyster is my world.
I'm not as stinky as drunk I am, goddammit.
Prefer there's battle in front of me than a frontal lobotomy.
Don't make me just don't make me. Please do not make me start quoting random Panic at the Disco lyrics, because I will.
All right, so last week you got mauled by birds.
Fuck those birds up.
There is a ghost bird stalking this little girl, and by stalking I mean sitting on her shoulder out in the open.
That's stalking.
And we have on Yanagi's part a banked 21 on a knowledge religion check regarding the fountain. But you just finished beating up some blood ravens. And because you were so close to leveling, I gave you pity experience and bumped you up to level 3. And that puts us to where we were.
Yay!
Yay, pity!
It was either that or make you kill one thing to finish leveling.
Come here, Loria. We need a level up.
You mean Laurel?
No. Oh, no.
No.
Loria, whatever her name is,
No,
the girl.
wrong game.
No, Laurel dies in regular games. I actually asked him if he wanted to come back, and he said he's not sure. He said his mic. He rolled over his microphone with his computer chair, so he needs to buy a new mic first.
That's hilarious.
That is actually hilarious.
Well, this is the same guy who waterboarded his computer, so...
Oh my goodness.
That is
No, that
forgot
wasn't.
about that.
No. John did that too. Remember he left his computer by an open window and it rained into his computer case.
Oh yeah.
Remember?
Yeah,
Remember,
okay.
I loaned him my Xbox PC for a while.
That's true. That's true. You did such a thing.
It's not
I
as
was
bad.
surprised at your generosity.
It's not as bad as when Donut fucking spilled a Coke on top of his 1080.
See, I was thinking of Donut. I was like, maybe I thought you had him confused with Donut, but then
No, they both did stupid.
Well, Donuts was more stupid.
What
Like,
it is
it could have been hot.
The circle
It could
of
have been hot.
acquaintances that we play Pathfinder with, half of them almost were willing to destroy their computers to get out of playing with us.
We must really suck as play partners.
Apparently.
Yeah, they were terrible partners to begin with. Although Ghost was always, he was at least helpful. Donut just was not helpful at all.
He
Not
Donut,
in the slightest bit. He was, even as fodder, he wasn't helpful.
Okay, so
I mean, that is.
He checked the fuck out after that time I let you rectally administer a Cure Light Wounds wand to him, and it broke off in his ass. I think he gave up. I think he gave up after that shit.
Hold on.
One man, one wand.
Best game ever. Okay.
Although I will say that if we run Honor's Echo one more time, I will mutiny.
One more time.
I don't think we have anyone new we have to run through it though, do we? I mean, I'm not. I really don't.
I mean,
think-
I'm all for hazing the new people, but I don't like getting caught in the splash zone.
Oh come
You shouldn't
on!
have to wear a poncho to play Pathfinder.
Oh come on! It's
But that's one of the most fun.
come on. She's bound to. She's your Hobbit guide is bound to survive one of these times for you guys, right? You've only ran it 4 times and had her die every
We
time.
should have him play as a gnome.
Yeah, it's no longer a minotaur; it's a gnome barbarian inside an illusion of a minotaur.
No, what I mean is, unfortunately for Levi,
So
every
the
time.
gnome thinks it's a minotaur, or does the minotaur thinks it's a gnome?
No, I think
it's a gnome who
we've had
looks like
it
a minotaur.
she's lived exactly once, and that was in person, and because we were levels over.
Yeah, and that was the time I had you guys run it as a reconfirmation. But no, like,
Yeah, we only started having people die off.
no,
when,
we're talking about the
when
NPC
Cody
character, the guy.
started.
No, the NPC
Yeah, I mean-
character who guides you through that. She has not survived a single run of the confirmation for you guys, except for one I did in person.
Yeah, she survived for me once.
I think that was the one that Pete ran first. But I'm saying for the ones I ran, you guys never had her live
All right,
once.
so that makes twice for me then.
Yeah,
That's right. Pete.
Pete ran
Yeah,
that one
Pete was a mixed bag too.
because it was me, you,
Like
and
that
Levi
dude.
were all running in that one with him and Steve, so that's why we lived. But I don't think in any of the ones where we ran in our new group has he ever lived. Nor has John ever survived a full set either. Now that I come to think of it. Man, the survival rates are really low.
But anyways, so I presume that you are going to investigate the fountain now?
Sure, can I use that knowledge religion 21 roll?
Yes. If I can find the right page here.
It's my only knowledge. I will know all the things.
Okay, so is it only you who's going to investigate this thing, or is anyone else going to come in too?
Rich, get your ass over here, Richard.
I'm here, fool. Don't use my full government. Oh,
Richard
what
Gere,
the-
get your ass over here.
Richard Gere?
Yeah, I'm not.
Come on,
using-
you're gonna make me an old white dude?
Metal Gear.
You're
I
not
don't-
that
I don't
far
care
off,
how
damn it.
I don't care how ruggedly handsome he is. No. Just no.
But you're the only black Rich I know.
It's a damn shame. You need more black people in your life.
I know other ones. You're the only one I know that name's Rich.
I know other. It's like we're an extinct species. I know other ones.
You're just the only one whose name is Rich that I know.
The one and only. All right. So why are we looking at wireless lights and switches?
We're not. What are you talking about?
Talking about the chat up above. But anywho, I want to
I
see what
suspect
Airbeth
that-
says
that
about
was-
the fountain.
That was last week.
Oh yeah, that's last week when I was.
That must have been after I left then.
Yes.
All right. Airbeth, how do you feel about the fountain? Because you wouldn't go near it, but now since we've had a battle, has your position changed at all?
Am I gonna have to roll again there? Oh, dear goodness.
So no one else is going to get close to this fountain?
Why were you? This
Oh,
one-
I want
Why are you
I want to
wanting
get
fancy
close to it,
feast?
but I want to. Yeah, I want her send. That's right. I want her to do her feely thing.
Wow, that's not creepy sounding at all.
Whatever.
She's standing right behind you. I mean, have you played the Stick of Truth?
I have
These
not.
Paladin Butters.
Hold on, just for a fun fact. Guess what we found on a computer today at work?
I'm not sure I want to know, but I'll ask
We found
anyways.
that 3.5 compatible book. Oh yeah. And guess what? And guess what? Laurel decided to open at work.
I'm gonna go out on a limb and say it wasn't the lactating videos.
Oh no!
No,
I don't think those
I
are.
didn't.
I don't think those are.
I didn't think those were 3.5 compatible. Although there might be a spell for that.
I'm pretty sure that book probably has a spell for it in there somewhere.
Who is
Last
on the
choice,
swing
use
set?
hydro pump.
Oh god damn it! Ugh. Mental images.
It's okay. Rain dance.
I hate you.
Just keep your eyes open.
Ugh.
Nauseated, not noxious. Or,
Noxiated?
Did you hear me, Hammer?
I heard you. No, I didn't hear you. What'd you say?
I heard you. Wait, no, I didn't.
Hold up. What did you say? My
Said
apologies.
keep your eyes open.
In your ears,
Keep
too.
your eyes
apparently.
I know, right?
Really?
I got some of that bird blood on my head. I need to wipe it off.
I think some of that's your own blood.
Yeah, those birds did do a little bit of a number on you, didn't they?
No, they did absolutely. Maybe, a peck. That is it.
Yeah, you like a good peck.
Dude,
don't
you got fucking mauled. I know that the healing has selectively erased your memory of that horrible agony because it was also therapy, but you got beat pretty bad by these birds.
I just say,
But they didn't kill me.
they came pretty damn close.
Hey, almost only counts on horseshoes and hand grenades and small atomic arms.
The birds were pretty much a small atomic arms on your ass.
What if the birds could cast fireball? What then?
His ass would have been fricassee.
Well, and then goodbye to the party.
Thank you, phone.
Even the insane goat.
Hello, phone. Fucking-
What the fuck, by the way?
Another name you can call him. He may actually appreciate that name. It's not a black person. It's still a white boy, but
Great.
I don't even know who that is, so it doesn't make sense to me.
oh my god, he plays in The Hobbit.
What's the name?
Orlando Bloom?
Richard Armitage.
Dumbledore?
Armitage. Well, Armitage is not a bad name. Hi, kid. No, you can't get on my lap.
He plays in The Hobbit.
Hey,
He's,
at least I didn't call you Richard Simmons.
Yes, I have punched
Gene
someone
Simmons,
in the throat
California
because of that.
brother.
I will get a little bit closer to keep an eye on, my party here, so they're not too far away.
Like, the only two famous Richards that popped in my head was Richard Gere and Richard Simmons. I'm like, well, pretty sure one of these is a death sentence. I'm gonna go with Richard Gere. Let's call you Bill Cosby next time.
I know there's some other Richards in there. I'm just trying to remember. That was the first Richard I thought of after Gear.
I work with a couple of Richards, and it would not be a flattering comparison, so I'll just leave it lie.
Wait a minute, isn't the main guy that played MacGyver, the first MacGyver, actually a Richard?
I don't know actors' names. Well, the only Richard I know outside of Rich that we work with, that we have here, is Rich from high school. You remember that, Rich?
Yeah, kind of,
Richard,
sort of.
Richard Humpabird?
Hump a bird? Is that what you said?
Yep.
Watch that be electric skateboard, like we've lost our only viewer.
That'd be hilarious if that was Richard this entire time.
And it was me all along.
Good old Dick Humpabird.
All right, so I'm gonna check this fountain out.
Yeah, what's my 21 tell me?
Okay, your 21 will tell you that it is a haunted fountain, and it'll give you 2 questions.
So you
What
think-
21? I don't see a 21.
I rolled a
This was rolled like 2 weeks ago, and I told him to bank it because we were going to have a fight, and now we're coming back to it. I totally didn't have to go dig through the archive to find what was rolled.
Yep, nope, you wrote it down like a good smart person, right?
Exactly.
What type of roll was it?
Knowledge
It was
religion.
a knowledge rigatoni.
Ah, rigatoni.
So 2 questions, huh?
It was a knowledge mom spaghetti.
Oh, damn it. Great, now I'm going to start quoting Eminem lyrics.
Did you see he has a pop-up thing at Coachella
No,
called Mom Spaghetti?
no, I didn't.
Yep, I heard
I
about
saw
it.
that on Not the Onion earlier.
I try not to. So, let's see, 2
Ooh,
questions.
rigatoni.
Huh? I can't. I'm trying to remember what the valid questions for haunts are because it's been so long since I dealt with I actually got questions on a haunt.
I mean, you could ask me about, since it's basically been effectively dealt with for a while. You can ask me about the reset period.
Ooh.
You can ask me what it would take to destroy it,
Yeah,
roughly.
what's the destruction? What's the destruction means for this haunt? And please don't make us sacrificing a little girl because that would be really fucked up right now.
I have 2 questions too.
So how do we placate this haunted fountain? That apparently summons fucking birds.
They're not fucking birds. They're murder birds. It's different.
It could be both. You don't know what they do in their spare time
All right. So
or after they're done murdering.
This type of haunt is usually the result of improperly disposed remains. So if you were to find and properly deal with the remains, then the haunt would be destroyed.
This is, if I had to guess, I'm gonna say it was a bird murdered here and dumped in the fountain. I guess the other thing I could also just lay on hands a whole bunch and try and positive energy this thing into destruction, but that's kind of fucked up.
You would actually have to find the emanation of it.
Let me go. That's you talking? A bit more gentle, setting me down.
God damn it, Corey.
He sent that to you too.
The thing of Pikachu. Watch Pikachu sound like a fat lesbian.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
he does too, which is hilarious. Fucking hell. Second question. Fuck, I don't know.
I mean, you can just hold it if you think of something else.
I'll hold my question unless I can ask exactly where is the dead body that I need to find.
No, this is like background knowledge, not meta knowledge. So, are there any 2 questions you have, Hammer? Or did you roll a 24 and now you're not sure what to do with it?
No. That was for questions for the fountain. Would you say we need background knowledge?
No, I'm saying that I'm not going to give you completely specific answers. Because rules as written, you don't actually get knowledge and you just have to figure it out yourself. but I like rewarding you guys putting skill points in things other than perception.
Ah, that makes perfect sense. I'm going to hold my questions for now.
Okay, so as you are just kind of, both of you sitting there scratching your chins,
What's the reset time on this thing?
you'd guess about an hour.
Hey, we have about an hour to more murder crows.
The bird from before, Aranel, it perches on the edge of the fountain and starts, in a remarkably clear voice for a ghost bird, says, "Murder! Murder! Murder!"
Sorry. I so didn't mean to laugh. Or try to.
Horrible person.
Well, when I
Still
pick
the
a goofy
bird.
voice, it's kind of hard not to.
Sure.
Because I can't
bird
get
just
to high
yells
enough
murder.
register to do squonky voices.
It yells murder in Latin?
No, it says it in common.
If I had to guess, it's because his body was disposed of improperly, and that's why it was murder crows.
Oh, right. Is it an intelligent crow?
But birds are
Because,
actually fairly intelligent as far as animals go.
Yes, I know. But I mean, as far as holding a conversation, intelligent. A lot of times, birds will just mimic what they hear.
Specifically speaking, I'm not going to answer that question.
All right. How can I find out whether or not there's enough to hold a conversation?
You could
Bird is
roll
intelligent enough to hold a conversation.
a knowledge religion against Arano.
All right.
I just like the way you went about trying to answer that. In that particular time, I'm going to not answer that question.
Okay, so you've got 4 questions. The answer to your burning question is no. It's capable of specific words, but not actual conversation. It lacks the intelligence for that.
Oh, so it's like an iRobot sort of thing. You must ask the right question and get the correct response.
This is not a dead bird with a permanent speak with dead cast on it. I swear. I promise. This would have been written much better if that's what the case was, honestly. But
well, then I say, who's murder to the bird?
the bird just kind of puffs up in the same way that a parrot about to take a shit does. Like all the feathers get really floofy.
All right. Bird is trying to tell us something.
Hey, Rich, go ahead and just roll me a flat intelligence roll or a wisdom roll. Doesn't really matter to me. Okay, while Rich is reluctant to put together the very obvious meta solution, for Hammer, it clicks in place like a two-piece puzzle, which is the fact that it is this bird's corpse somewhere in the fountain.
You mean I think I said like 5 minutes ago?
Yeah, exactly.
Which I'll throw this out here. Y'all are going to be victims of Piazza's writing. So if you're ever in a situation where you're not sure, but you feel like you found enough clues that your character might know, you can always just ask me, and we can do a roll like that, or an appropriate
I asked
skill
like 3
check.
times. Am I safe to assume that the body we need because we are attacked by ghost birds is the body of this bird?
And I said yes each time, I thought.
No, I didn't
No,
hear, you didn't
actually,
say
you didn't say
anything.
anything.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yes, yes, yes.
So I was like, so I've been under the assumption there's something else going on. That's why I was sitting back and like, okay.
I'm sorry, I missed it each time.
Yeah, because he asked probably about twice.
So I was like, huh, that's probably a really safe assumption here at this point.
Anybody know Mage Hand?
You're going swimming.
Well, you could always start off with maybe, looking at it, searching it maybe.
Hey, Birdie, can you show us? Can you point out your body to us so we can get you buried properly?
It just kind of shrugs in the only the way that something with wings can towards the fountain.
Um,
So with 0 help, okay.
I'm probably gonna regret this. Well, first, detect magic.
The fountain's haunted, not magic.
I know, but I want to see if there's any magical auras around the fountain, not in the fountain. Like
You
on the
actually
pathway.
already did this 2 weeks ago. Not magic.
Okay. Okay.
I was gonna say it sounds so familiar him doing this, but
All right. I am going to create a save point
That doesn't work that way.
and walk towards the fountain.
There was an error writing your save to disk. Please check your memory.
Oh, damn corrupted disc. Nothing yet. All right. I'm going to hold my breath. Walk another space here. And look into... Well, actually, I want to check out these gargoyle-looking things. I don't know if we did that already.
No one has.
No, as soon as we got close.
They just commented like that looked like a lot of fun to arrange those.
Yeah, and then we got close enough to see everything, and then. And then we got. Then
All
immediately
right.
we got. You got murder crowed.
So let's... Would that be just a perception or knowledge?
Perception.
Engineering?
Okay, so I guess this is intended for people who don't have wisdom or perception as a class skill. Because there's a thing here where I'm supposed to give you a bonus if you've got ranks in knowledge engineering. But a 24 absolutely destroys the DC, so you're good there. In the lower basin of the drain, where water would be recirculated to jet back out the top, there's actually something beneath the grate that appears to be blocking the water flow. In fact, it looks like the grate itself is not sitting correctly, like it's been recently disturbed.
Somebody have a crowbar?
No.
I don't have anything in my equipment, do I?
Like, you could totally crawl in there and pull it up with your hands.
Yeah, it's the whole crawling in there part. And I
If
don't
you want to
really
listen
wanna
to
do...
my suggestion.
Yeah. I don't want to, angerify a water shits and end up drowning.
You don't want to deal with the water fountain elemental?
No, not at all.
It comes to the elemental plane of water fountains.
Mm-hmm.
It's the same place the ones that spray you in the face with lukewarm water come from. It's parallel to the spigots that drip at night plane.
Do I have to crawl in the fountain to get to the grate?
Yes.
Yanagi, do you have a grappling hook?
No.
Airbeth, do you have a grappling hook or some type of pulling utensil?
Why, no. No, I do not.
Kind of want to make the girl do it.
The goat should.
I'm not
Alright,
sure
let's-
how the goat's going to use a grappling hook. It doesn't have fingers.
No, but it should be on the goat because of the fact that Bells had one.
Let's check the inventory of the goat then.
I'm pretty sure Bells had one. Yep. Now, if it got stuck on there or not is beyond me. Hold on, I'll tell you.
Oh, yes, there's a grappling hook. All right, so I'm going to go back to the goat. Grab a grappling hook and a rope.
No, aren't you glad I reminded you about, the goat?
You did. The goat was naturally going to be my next thing to see if there was anything on the goat.
No, it wasn't. You was about to jump into that pool of water.
No. I always think of all the situations before just jumping in.
Mm-hmm.
So, tie up the rope on a grappling hook. Actually, by looking down at the grate, is it off balance enough for me to hook the grate underneath of it by guiding it with a rope?
It would be kind of tricky, mainly because you'd have to throw the grappling hook hard enough to get actually in there.
Well, I was going to throw the... Is the water flowing in a circle?
It's all kind of flowing towards it, but it's not a very strong current.
Okay.
So like, it's not going to be able to drag it in and get locked in or anything. This is
Right,
going to
but
be entirely your skill as a grappling hook thrower.
Well... about where is the grate? Is the grate underneath Ghost Bird or in front of me?
It's, through the virtue of it being a top-down map, it is actually about center. Like, the water flows down into the center, and then it
Okay.
feeds into a pump system. I mean, it's not directly in the center. Otherwise, you'd have no piping to actually move it, and then there'd just be a magic cop-out fountain. So it's off to one side.
Okay.
It's closer to you than it is the other side.
All right. How deep is the fountain?
Like a foot.
All right. Good. So I know how hard to throw it, where to drag it. Okay, I'm going to toss the rope in and try to hook it. What type of check do you want?
Give me a ranged attack.
Oh, a ranged attack.
It just kind of doesn't catch on.
Oh, I'm going to do this multiple times.
I would dearly love to tell you that a 25 misses, but that's a success. It kind of catches under the corner, and the hook manages to wedge in.
All right.
Now I'm going to need a strength check.
All right.
You're going to have a penalty because you're pulling on the end of a rope rather than just lifting it, but it's not
Right,
exactly made
right.
out of lead or anything.
Yanagi, you want to come over here and help me out?
Sure.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think you're going to do much to assist that,
Hold on.
especially with whatever penalty that I have. Either way, whether we can pull it or not, I'm going to keep the rope taut.
I'm imagining it's more like you said, "Hey, can you help me?" And then you actually just yank so hard it pulls him too. The grate just kind of goes flying through the air until you get to about 10 feet out, and then it snags. The hook pops loose, and it falls to the ground on the other side of the shrub.
Saying that we broke it.
Well,
No,
the grate is absolute trash right now, but the hook's fine.
All right. So now it's just a bird just kind of floating in the water. Or the bones, rather, I should say.
Well, you'll have to get in and look.
I really can't see from here.
There's nothing attached to the grate. You actually, it's dark. You actually have to get in and look.
Oh, well then I cast
You're
light.
asking me about something at the bottom of a hole of water that you have a solid object in the way.
Well then I'm going to take the grappling hook, make sure the knot is good, and retie it, cast light on the grappling hook, and toss it back into the fountain.
Anywhere in particular, or are you just tossing it in the fountain?
I'm tossing it in the middle where we pulled the grate from, in that general direction.
I'm going to rephrase the question, and then I'll let you decide. So you want to attempt to disturb what you believe are the remains of the raven that are the root origin for this haunt by throwing a grappling hook in a hole and trying to yank it out. Does that sound right? Is that what you're saying you're doing?
I think it's a bad idea.
Maybe.
Maybe you should go in and just, pick it up if that's what you plan on doing.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. Because I can understand if you're throwing it close to the remains to verify that's what it is, but you don't want.
I mean, I'm not saying this is a bad idea. I just want to make sure this is actually what you're saying.
No, we're saying it's a bad idea.
Exactly, because you don't want to disturb it that way because of the fact that it may actually freaking backfire and
Re-trigger something worse.
exactly.
Like, my brain is very confused.
You're bored, tired.
I think I'm bored, mentally tired, but I physically have energy. Like, I just want to do something and not to think about.
I've been in that state of life for many years.
Is it really disturbing if I am trying to remove? What the hell is that?
If that's what you want to do, then why don't I just jump in the water for you and remove the bones?
So, just to give you a pop culture reference, did you ever see the movie Poltergeist?
I have.
I'm talking to Rich.
Of course.
Well, you remember how the construction company was digging up all the Indian graves with just a backhoe?
Yes.
That's the kind of thing you're suggesting. Where you're saying, what's the difference if we properly exhume them or use a backhoe just to break up the corpses? Which, again, I just want to clarify,
well,
this is what you want to do.
If you are going to go into it, then by
Yes.
all means.
I will be the one if you're so leery of getting in the water. I will be more than happy to get in the water and remove them gently.
All right. I'd rather be cautious and look stupid than be foolish and act rashly.
I fully understand that. But if it's the remains, I would rather them be removed carefully than harshly.
Seriously, Cat?
All right. Then
And since both of you have been splattered with the water and nothing's happened, that means it's just gross water and you just need a bath afterwards.
It's like 40% bird shit right now.
Yeah, nothing major. It's not the water that worries me.
Then I'll put the grappling hook away.
We may need it again later. And I will
Hi, yes, I see
Put
you.
in the
No,
water.
you are not getting on my lap. It's not happening. I know you're mad. I don't care.
Okay, so are you getting right up on top of the hole, or are you kind of like reaching in from as far away as you can?
If I can reach it from is where I'm at, yay. If not, then yes, I will get in the water and get wet.
I can tie the rope around your waist and you can lean forward.
It's only a foot deep. I'm taller than a foot.
This time.
I mean, you're gonna have to get on your hands and knees, but I'll accept a sleight of hand check to try
Jesus
and do it from
Christ.
there. Nope. You
Then
just
I'm in-
kind of you're
then I'm in-
you're
then
stirring
I'm in
around.
my-
You're grabbing what you think is something, but then it squishes disgustingly in your hand, and it's not what you're looking for.
Okay, now I'll get on my hands and knees. Just make sure my tail doesn't get into it.
Don't want your tail to be wet.
No, I do not.
That's the worst.
The tail will throw you off balance faster than anything.
It's like whenever you pull clothes out of the dryer and you're not sure if they're hot or if they're dry. So you put your pants on because you got to go, and about 10 minutes later, when you're already in the car and driving away, you realize, no, these are damp.
Yeah.
I've done that too. I just thought it was funny.
It's
But
not
I'm not
exact.
the only. So it's funny that there's other people that do it too. I'm not the only crazy, stupid one. Oh, these are dry.
Nope, they were just warm.
All right. Gently get to it.
Okay, so you're just gonna crawl up into it.
Yep.
Okay. You feel your hand brush up against a. It's a cloth material. It's kind of roughly rectangular. It's bound up with cord, and it's sitting on top of kind of what feels like a crude filter, like so that big chunks won't go into the pump.
Carefully put my hand underneath it to verify nothing's. It's not like tied to something,
No, it's just resting on it.
and then slowly raise it up with both hands.
All right, and let's see. As soon as it breaches the surface of the water, this smell assaults your nose. That smells like chicken that someone forgot to cook. This is a moldy bag. It is pretty gross.
Sick.
Do you want to hand me the moldy bag?
Oh,
so
yeah.
you can make it out of the fountain?
Yes.
I will take it from you.
Hand it over. And then slowly get out of the fountain so I don't get anything else wet.
Well, I'm gonna, walk away from the fountain. More like run away from the fountain, holding the bag.
He does just charges for the end zone.
Yes, I'm
I got the
sprinting
bag! I'm
from
charging!
this fountain.
All we have to
And
do,
then I'm gonna very.
all we have to do is dispose of it respectively. So I think all we should do is just bury it properly.
Well, yes, of course. That's the plan.
Just making sure you're on the same page as the rest of us.
Oh, we're on the same page. I'm not gonna, punt it like Petey.
You go into weird ass tangents sometimes, so just making sure.
Laces out.
Places out. Places out. Yeah, no. So,
Hush, hush.
actually, I'll stop here.
All right.
Talk to Leora. I'm going to tell her that I think this might be your friend. And that we should give him a proper burial.
She gets this look on her face. Is like, what's that smell?
That is the smell of dead bird.
Oh, you could have. I'd say you could try. Being.
She looks a little unsure. Like, are you really sure that's a bird? I mean, that looks like a bag to me.
Yeah, whatever.
No, please continue.
I was gonna say you could try being a little bit more gentle with how you let her know that's actually the body of her pet bird, but
What
We all
he's
know
saying is that you need to
ghost.
work on your aftercare.
Yeah, just coming going. Here, it's your dead bird. It's kind of like a I think you could have handled it a bit with a bit more class and dignity,
Tact.
tact, a little more genteel.
Here's your dead bird. Bury it, bitch.
Yeah, it's pretty much what you kind of just did there. You were only slightly less horrible about it when you said it.
So, I take it Aranel is following me.
Arano's just kind of hanging out with Luria again.
All right. So, do we want to look for, patch of land to bury this thing on?
Maybe we should ask maybe we should ask her where she thinks her bird would be buried. It was her bird.
Or I can ask, where was Aranel's favorite spot?
Well, I know it's been half a month, but this question is already answered. They usually came around here whenever it was quiet to keep away from the other kids.
That's what I was thinking. I'm starting to believe it was around here somewhere. And I'm thinking that's probably our best way to bury him. Is,
Like under the bushes?
yeah. It's... I'm thinking. Because wasn't that with the bush that her head came out of? Was that one right there?
That
Yeah,
one.
she was hiding in the middle bush.
Okay. Then I think we should do that one. Since we found her in the middle bush, I think we should bury him in the middle bush.
Can we dig up the earth with this path? Looks kind of stony.
It'd be like lifting up a flagstone kind of thing.
And you want to do it more under the bush than the path.
That's what
The thing about digging under a hedge is that as they grow, they establish some rather dense root networks. So it would actually be fairly difficult to dig a grave under a pre-existing plant.
So, what if we do it in front of the bush, like this spot?
Where is that? Be good.
Yes. All right. Someone get a shovel.
Hammer,
Does anyone have a shovel?
Hammer will make an excellent shovel.
I will beat you with a grappling hook.
I will scratch your back with it.
I got in the water. I'm sure somebody can come up with an idea to forecome with the shovel to dig.
What kind of weapon do you have, Rich?
I have a hammer. It's not good for digging.
Well, neither's a sword.
Neither's a sickle.
Hammer's probably the best weapon. We can bound through the ground.
I mean, you just play a really long game of golf and you keep knocking away wedges of dirt.
Yeah, that's not happening.
Here, I thought I was going to break out the weapon damage rules.
Nope. The only thing that's going to damage my weapon is when it's crushing a skull.
It either better be a damn good skull or... Well, no, either. It better be a good skull, because if you're crushing normal full skulls and your hammer breaks, you're doing it wrong.
I don't know. Yanagi's skull is looking pretty good over there.
Uh-huh. Don't make me kill your ass.
Fight! Fight! Fight!
You know damn well in Rocket Tag, paladins are usually on top.
Doesn't matter.
You better hope. We already saw how he deals with the aftermath.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this bag's probably got your dead friend in it. You bury it.
We could always send someone back to town to go buy, see if they have a show at the general store or something.
I mean, assuming they're open right now.
That's what I was about to say, because it's actually dark.
This is actually rather clandestine. You're out here talking about digging a grave, middle of the night.
Mm-hmm. Why don't you just use one end of the grappling hook to break up the freaking earth and use your hands? Don't tell me you don't know how to freaking dig a hole. Weren't you a kid didn't you play in the dirt when you were a kid?
I don't remember much of my childhood.
Oh my dear goodness. He used one end. Never mind. I will get over there. I've already been wet. Might as well freaking do the burial too. Dear goodness. Use one end of the grappling hook to break up the earth and then use my hands to move the dirt out of the way. Oh my god. Yes, I'm back on my hands and knees yet again.
Give me a strength check.
Oh my dear god. I'm going to suck.
The soil here is pretty rocky. And it's just, you can't seem to get any actual depth going on. Like, you just keep hitting shale. Not even a quarter foot down.
Okay, then cover that back up and actually move about right here. And try right there.
All right, give me another strength check.
What? What if we bury him near here, near the sandy part of the river?
Too easy to be washed away.
As you're just kind of whacking at the ground with the grappling hook, you get the feeling that it's just not quite the right tool for the job. And even this relatively soft soil, you're not making any headway.
We have hands.
Yes, I know.
Or again, as I suggested earlier, someone could walk back to town, which is not that far away, and see if the general store, someone in town may have a shovel we can borrow.
Then why don't you do it?
Exactly. And I will try now here.
Well, I brought up the idea to see if it was an idea we should go with before I just walked away, because last time we split up the group, we all did die. So I thought I should bring it up before I just did something. Because otherwise, if something happens, we'll go, well, you left the party, didn't tell nobody.
Well, okay, we know. You're running to town. I'm going to try there, and I'm going to try the strength check. At least that one's better than the other two.
Okay.
And then
Lee, I'm going to head back to town and check with Kendra and see if... That's her name, right? The lady we're staying with?
Yes.
And see if she has a shovel I can borrow.
She gets this look on her face that says, "Where is the nearest bottle of whiskey?"
No. Don't worry. Just it's a bird. One of the children's pet birds was murdered, and we're gonna bury it.
Her face during this sentence is like a roller coaster ride. When you said it's one of the children, she looks like she's about to die. Like, no. And then there's this, like, she completely deflates after you say the bird. And she's like, oh, thank goodness.
We're pretty sure that creepy old guy that lives out in the woods murdered one of the children's birds and threw it in the fountain in the park. So we pulled out the corpse. We just want to bury it properly. Put it to rest. So I need a shovel, please.
He's like, well, maybe around back. I mean, we don't really farm or anything. I might have like a spade for the flower bed.
That'll be fine. It's not a very big bird. It's not like I'm burying a hawk or something.
She roots around in the just by the entryway and hands you a little garden trowel.
Cool. I hurried my way back to the party with a garden trowel. I come bearing a shovel.
A shovel for ants.
Hey, it's better. It's better than using a grappling hook to dig a hole.
Well, then you can take the grappling hook, and I'll take that, and I will dig right here.
I dig a hole.
All right, give me a strength check.
You dig a hole.
Also, isn't your strength like way lower, Tiff?
Yeah, it's like 13.
I was gonna say, if you manage to fuck this up,
He's gonna break the spade.
it just gets stuck in a rock. No, your target was 10.
I'll give it another shot.
No. You had +2 from the spade. You're fine.
Oh, okay, good.
Yeah, because that second one sucks.
What the hell? What's with my rolls? Holy fuck.
Why does everyone rolls like shit?
Jesus, I mean, I
Hey, no, there was a few good rolls in there.
Jesus Christ! I'm getting all the bad ones out.
You're gonna break your hand. Stop it.
Finally! How do you get all the shit rolls out, man? Worst part is
I think that's what I'm gonna do now on is just log on first and just freaking do a whole bunch of rolls and get all the bad shit out.
holy shit, the worst part is I have a +4 to my fucking strength.
Yeah, I'm
That
looking
is
at there's
sad.
2 6s in there. It's like, wow.
There we go. I dug a hole.
It was a lot of effort. I mean, you went to town, and you have a very neat 3x3x1 hole, or 3x3x3, I guess. You dug a perfect yard cube of dirt.
Sir, I ceremoniously put I with as much ceremony as possible for what we're in, put the bird into the ground and slowly bury it back up.
Oh, yes.
Pretty well doing it.
Now I create water on my hands to wash my hands.
Could you at least wait till,
Libations?
could we at least wait till after the ceremony, damn it? Disrespectful and shit. You can deal with a little bit of dead blood
No.
on your hands for a few moments. You'll be fine.
No. It's quite all right.
As you are burying this sack of something, Aranel is getting very agitated, like hopping up and down in the only way that an impotently frustrated bird can. And just keeps saying, "Murder! Murder!"
I have a funny feeling that wasn't his bones.
Yes, Arno, we know the old guy in the woods murdered you. We're going to take care of that next.
Should we open the bag?
That's what I'm thinking before putting dirt over it. Just open it to verify.
I mean, it's half buried at this point.
Yeah, fine. We might as well take it out and open the bag.
I hand Rich the bag back.
Oh no, we're laying it on the ground.
It's not like I hand it easily. Like I kind of pull it out and just kind of toss it to him in the air. Like, here, if you want to open it, go for it. That way he has to catch the bag of rotting corpse.
Somebody tell Liara to look away while we open this bag. Cover her eyes.
Yeah, my hands are not the cleanest to do that.
Same. Goat,
Just
cover
stand
her
in front of her.
Goat, cover her eyes. You can do it.
You want the psychopathic goat to get anywhere near this innocent child's eyeballs.
No.
Goat. Zen headbutt.
Just open the bag.
Go, go, goat.
All right, it's tied shut.
Okay.
Don't use your hammer to
Untie
open it. Don't use your hammer to open it, please.
Oh, no crap, you idiot.
Well, God only knows with you.
No. That's just too far.
You do stupid shit a lot.
Yes, but we're talking about a possible dead bird. I have a -2.
What the fuck did you just do?
He has made the knot tighter.
There we go.
There you go. It might have been just because it was so waterlogged that you just could not get a good grip on the knot, but you managed to untie it.
Just so you know, once again, the bag is on the ground while I'm untying it, so that you know.
When this reverse bag of holding snaps down on your hand, we call it the bag of taking.
Mm-hmm. And I'm gonna have to cut my hand off.
It turns out it's just a mimic.
I can help you with that. I have a big long sword. We can dismember you quite easily.
I will end you.
We will slice, dice, and put you into little fun-sized wrappers.
Yeah, we can fit you into a... Hey, we can put you in the bag with the bird then. You'll fit.
You know, when you open up this bag, it's actually pretty wretched inside. It is a
I'd like
fairly
to hold my breath, you know, while we're doing this, because I would not be breathing and opening this bag.
No, you just want to pass out from lack of air. Got it.
Adobe, why did you just close? Give me a minute.
Well, no, I don't want to, you know, get wafted by a more horrible smell, and then have to take a fortitude save not to throw up, and then throw up on the bird.
Ugh.
That would be disrespectful. Even more so than what we've already done.
Hey, Lee, can we change can we change the ghost token to this, please?
I swear, if that's Megas Goat.
No! No, I'm not that horrible of a person. Jesus Christ.
We should change the goat to Excalibur from Soul Eater.
He's not a goat
You
either.
want an albino penguin that just tells stories? Like,
Yes. And every time you interrupt him, he goes, "Fool!"
Okay. So, in this bag, there is the remains of a large bird. Mostly bones, feathers, and some rotting bird meat. There's also a gold ring inside.
Detect magic on the
Oh.
ring? Oh, I can't
Yes.
do that shit. I can't do that this time.
Detect magic.
It is not magic.
Okay, then I will pick up the ring to examine it.
Okay. It explodes. No,
Oh, well, we're all dead. Reflex save?
it was actually the ring from the grenade that you pulled out. It's
Oh,
cleverly disguised. They just painted it gold.
Honestly,
It's called-
that'd actually be a really cool idea. You just stuff a grenade inside the dead bird's body and paint the pin gold so it looks like
I
just
mean-
a gold ring.
This is Carrion Crown, not Vietnam Crown, so...
It'd still be fucking awesome.
It's called the Grenade's Revenge.
The Haunting of Hanoi. But no, you are now holding a golden ring that is not magical.
Let me see. Does it have an inscription on it, or Any jewels embedded into it?
It appears to mainly be kind of plain. There is a symbol of some sort on the head of the ring, but
Symbol.
there's no gems.
Can I acknowledge the symbol?
We can do a knowledge or nobility, one or the other.
Knowledge what?
Nobility or local.
Okay. Shit, I don't have ranks in either one.
Neither do I.
I don't have ranks in it, but knowledge and ability is a class skill.
Damn.
I will roll it anyway and watch it suck ass.
No, if you're not trained, success is impossible.
That's a 10.
No, none of you recognize who this ring belongs to.
I have to say that is actually legitly a 1 that I rolled. Just so y'all know.
Yep.
That's what the red means. It means you fucked up.
Means you done did a fucker upper.
It means run away or burn it with fire. Because you done screwed the pooch.
Yep.
Yes. Oh, bad. Critical fail.
I knew I should have been.
Hold on.
Instead of that one.
I've had this saved and I've just been waiting.
Well, that just happened.
I was looking for an excuse to use those, so back to our regularly scheduled programming.
What did I miss?
The music that you're not listening to.
Oh yeah, because I have to get
It was two little stingers. One of them was that whap, whap, whap. And then the other is like a 30-second thing making fun of the one that was rolled.
No. Yeah, I just can't. I can't run anything because without luck, we'll get copyright claimed. Yay! Copyright claims. Yay!
Oh, yeah! Snap into a lawsuit.
Don't you mean charge into a lawsuit? That way, you don't actually get...
I mean, I did just change
I
the name.
mean, like, snap judgment.
I did rename the name of the goat again, so... And it's very, very ridiculous, so...
Really?
You were just making fun of my goat.
No, because if someone would have changed the icon, it'd make a lot more sense, but they're going to do that later, I hope.
Go, the goat chain.
No, I went and found a picture of Go-Go from Pokemon. So I renamed it Go-Go Power
Go-Delicious.
Goat. Who did
See,
that?
the problem is that in order to update the picture, I have to delete the token and remap it, and that's slow as fuck.
I didn't say they do it right now.
All right, so let's ask Leoria if she knows what the symbol is.
Roll me a diplomacy check.
Oops, almost rolled the go to diplomacy check. It would have been like, bah.
Sorry, Mr. Goat.
Really, phone?
I was gonna say, are you about to tell me that don't change the name?
Oh, fine.
Change it again and you go in the penalty box.
I will take you back to a different map and put you in the Knuckles box.
No, I don't want to go in the Uganda Knuckles box.
I will show you a D-Way.
I don't know if I want to know what that is.
You about the Uganda Knuckles box?
The Uganda Knuckles? Do you know the way?
Do you know the way?
I know the way. I just don't know what that is.
I have a penalty box on another map where I just have several of those tokens, and I jam you in there if you've been bad.
You just get jammed in a room with a ton of Uganda Knuckles.
And then you have to play the Do You Know the Way song.
I don't know that song. I don't want to know that song.
Did you just send that twice, or did your phone just decide to be stupid and send it to me 3 times?
His phone's
4
retarded.
times. 5.
Are you gonna tell me the paladin's not gonna make a charisma based check?
That's
Oh,
what I was
fine.
wondering.
I'll do the charisma based check. What do you want me to do?
Diplomacy.
Diplomancy.
Oh yeah.
Hey, there we go.
I diplomancy the fuck out of that shit.
Because a 15 wasn't cutting it.
You should be ashamed of yourself. She's a little girl.
Look, no. He follows Shizuru, not Yahweh. It's different.
Okay. There is a difference.
Yeah, one of them you're Catholic.
Jesus Christ.
Exactly.
Plus, even my character was Catholic, she's not a little boy, so it wouldn't matter. God.
She kind of stares at the ring, a little glassy-eyed, and then she does that thing where they hold one hand flat and they slap their fist into it, and they have one finger pointing up, like, "Aha! It's that creepy old guy's ring."
Okay, so the question is,
I knew he did it.
do we go murder the creepy old guy?
I think we need to question him first.
Question then murder. Okay.
Yes. I mean, that's what Batman would do.
No, that's what Azrael would do. Batman wouldn't murder.
That's true. That's what Azrael would do. Batman doesn't murder. Unless he's turned into a vampire, then he kills the entire Justice League.
Or the time Lex Luthor conned him into it, or the time he was evil, or the time it was actually his dad as Batman, or all the times he uses guns. But no, Batman doesn't murder. Except for all those times he does.
He doesn't murder except for when he does.
Yeah.
It's like it's like DC was like, this is why Batman doesn't murder, because he's just too good. So we need to find a creepy old guy that likes to hide in the woods, away from civilization, in the middle of the night and during the day. So, now that we figured it out, let's wrap the bird back up. Well, is there anything else in the...
Stick your hand in there and feel around, see what you find. Sounds horrible.
It is horrible.
That's why I said it.
Please fist the drain, and I will tell you.
The drain or the bird sack? Because we were talking about the bird sack, aren't we?
Oh, I thought we were talking about the drain, but you can do that too.
Yes, Rich, please fist the bird sack.
I mean, that's how you stuff a turkey, isn't it?
We are just gonna, tie this back up.
You're not going to fist the bird sack?
No, we're not fisting a bird sack.
It sounds like a horrible, horrible thing. I love it.
Yes, it's completely and utterly terrible.
We're going to make...
Let's put it in the ground, but not cover it in dirt.
Okay.
Yet. Because it sounds like we might need to go back and check the drain. So, we put the bird in the hole. Well, yes, we put the corpse in the hole.
Yep.
Again.
Yes, we re-hold the corpse.
I look at Aeronel to see if there's any change.
Actually, roll me a perception. You notice that around his beak, a distortion that was there is no longer there. Like he's no longer holding something in his mouth.
I'm sorry, I missed that. My headphones cut out.
Around his beak, it's clearer now. Like a distortion's no longer there, as though he'd been holding something and dropped it.
Was the thing he was previously holding maybe a ring?
Maybe.
I'd like to use my powers of outside knowledge to determine that in fact.
He wants to sleuth it.
Ow.
Maybe that. Oh, that kind of makes sense. He was covering her face with a wing.
Oh man.
All right.
Sorry, my brain just turned off. I'm back.
So the distortion is no longer there.
Yep.
There is no ring or anything on the ground unless the gold ring was supposed to symbolize him holding it.
Okay, so you still have this ring, right?
Yes.
Give me a will save.
Ooh. Ah, special.
Oh, damn it.
I'm out of my damn mind today.
You felt like something was going to make you do something, but it just kind of washes over you.
Can I spellcraft the ring?
Ooh, no, actually, no, you can't.
It's
'cause
not magic.
Not magic. I would like to knowledge religion the ring.
Okay. I'm wondering where you're going with this, but
Is the ring haunted
um,
or cursed?
it doesn't really have any religious significance.
Okay, so the ring is not cursed or haunted or any weird shit like
Well,
that.
that wouldn't tell you if it's cursed.
Well, cursed is magic. So if it was cursed,
But
it'd be
what I'm
magical.
saying is that knowledge religion would not identify something as being cursed or not,
No, I'm just speaking out loud. Then if it's,
unless it was like in your face tenets
but like, okay,
that
so
this thing was cursed.
Can you knowledge arcana it then?
it's not magical, so it wouldn't matter. Because if even if an item's cursed, it still pings as magic. So it's not cursed because it's not magical. If it's not pinging on knowledge religion, it's probably not haunted either. Are those both safe assumptions?
Those are fair assumptions.
Can I do a knowledge engineering on a ring to check the craftsmanship?
I will just throw this out there. It's not really relevant to this, but you're never going to trust detect magic again.
What did you send me?
It's just a for your reading pleasure.
You can alter an item's aura so that it registers to detect spells.
Oh, so it can be magic and not detect as magic.
That's not the case here. I'm just pointing out that this is totally a thing you can do.
Right.
Okay, so my spellcraft question, according to this definition, would be valid.
Well, no, because
I just got done saying it doesn't apply to this.
no.
Well, I know it doesn't apply to this.
Well, no. The only way to get the will save to see if it's a false art is to cast the spell Identify on it. Like just trying to spellcraft something, if it doesn't detect as magic, doesn't automatically tell you if it's magic or not. You have to. It basically says you have to cast Identify to get through it, or to recognize the false art and detect its actual qualities, or succeed a will save from interacting with it. Otherwise, there's no amount of testing will reveal the true magic to you. That's some shit. There's literally one spell, and if you pass a will save.
Think of how cool that'd be for an intrigue kind of campaign.
Yeah.
I think I said this already, but we were like a coin toss away from running an intrigue-heavy campaign. But when I saw I had to use a random mission generator, I decided, fuck that. But yeah, so that's where we stand. You felt some kind of compulsion, but it does not appear to have originated from the ring.
The bird's actually a secret wizard.
He's actually a level 20 lich. How did you cotton on to this?
See, things that I would not be surprised about in Piazzo doing. They have you fight a level 5 Minotaur at level 1, so you know.
And don't forget when they intentionally give you a chance to give away the entire module if you shake hands.
Yeah. Oh, you talking about the one with the fox person?
Yeah.
Yeah, where you can literally end the entire module super early without going that stupid ass fucking riddle.
Okay. Then I'm going to ask that I'm the only one who touched the ring, just me and Liara, right?
Correct.
Then I'm just going to ask generally, did anyone else feel that weird breeze that came through?
Leah just kind of shrugs, like, what are you talking about?
Maybe it was nothing.
It sounds like nothing.
All right. Well, then, the bird's back in the hole. We're going to put the ring on the goat. Like,
How about you just carry the ring and start putting it on the psycho goat?
See, now he's
No.
paranoid. He doesn't want to hold it because I made him roll a will save.
yeah, right?
Yeah, and that's making me paranoid because I'm like, well, if he puts it on the goat's psychotic. The goat's more likely to fail a will save. So let's not put it on the psycho goat.
Do you want me to hold the ring?
No, because I have pretty high wisdom.
She's a wisdom-based caster, too.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
We're going to have a Zen meditation off.
I know, right?
I know more koans than you do.
What's your wisdom modifier?
+4.
Same as mine. All right, so it doesn't really matter.
An all-monk party called the Wise Guys.
My wisdom is 0.
Or whatever.
You mean +0, not 0.
Maybe.
Exactly.
Otherwise, you are clinically insane. And
Oh, sorry. My
you're
wisdom is +1.
That's why he's trying to start fights all the time.
No. I don't start fights. My charisma's 24. I'm really good at not starting fight.
You noticed it went from stupid to high out there.
I'm not stupid.
I know, right?
I didn't say. Well, yeah, I did say that word, didn't I?
What the fuck do you mean
How
you
do
didn't
you
say
call-
that? Oh yeah.
All right, maybe I called you stupid a little bit.
So you want me to carry it, or are you gonna carry it?
I'm going to carry it. I'm going to go back to the
Okay.
fountain now and check inside the what's it called? Hole.
the drain.
Yes, I'm gonna check inside the drain and snake the drain with my hand.
You get a lot of muck, but there's nothing else.
All right.
You do that. Can we go home and go to bed now, or do we want to go to the forest and the woods and try to hunt down a guy?
I say let's go to bed for now. We'll cover up the bird and pray over it.
If we can even walk her home if she like, that way she isn't walking all by herself
It's probably a
in
good
the
idea.
middle of the night.
I'm
Although I'm
kind
pretty
of
sure-
concerned about the ghost bird thing because Yeah, that's not going to raise a whole lot of questions in town or anything, right?
It's going to raise a shit ton of questions. Like,
All right. I'm going to switch over to Celestial since I have no clue if she can understand it or not. You do know that is the same damn bird that knocked on our window the other night, right?
yes.
With the creepy dude that lives out in the woods.
Yes.
And do you know it's also dark?
Yes.
So creepy dude can be anywhere around here?
I have a sword. He won't last long.
Well, I still get slightly bad vibes around here, so I think it's best that we do go.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. We know Creepy Dude's name. We asked the sheriff,
Yes.
and he gave us the name. So what's the fool's name?
Antrellis.
Wait, can't he go to jail for pet murder?
Having the ring is not
What?
full proof that he did it. Besides, still in Celestial, I'm kind of thinking he's in the group.
What?
The Whispering Way. I think he's a member.
What if we get the sheriff to bring him in and we could just, have him here stationed?
Why do we need the sheriff when all three of us are deputies?
That's true, I guess.
Oh, we have a Ouija board with us.
Yes, and a planchette. Because I remember that word.
That's just a fun word, isn't it?
Planchette.
Are you trying to say you want to use the Ouija board?
To communicate with the dead bird that's right in front of us.
No, not to not communicate with the bird, but I forgot that we had it. If we need to commune with the spirits.
Why do you need someone to commune with the spirits when I'm standing right here?
I know you're standing right there.
Now she feels insulted you want to use a Ouija board instead of using her. And how does she realize how horrible that sounds out loud?
I'm not saying let's use the Ouija board now. I was pointing out we have a Ouija board.
No, we don't need a Ouija board.
I know. You're our human Ouija board.
Wait, I thought she wasn't a human. She's a
I'm not
halfling.
human. No, I'm not.
Or
She's
no.
hairy, but she's tall, too.
I am hairy.
You're a cat. That's right. You were a halfling last time.
Exactly.
She's just going to go and pick all the races that have an abnormal amount of body hair.
Right?
Next,
Fine,
she's going to play a gnome with anime hair.
Yeah, I know, right?
So Kid Goku.
I was thinking more like something out of Naruto.
Wow.
Just absolutely ridiculous hair.
Oh, should be Konohamaru.
Magic aura. All right. Well, then let's take her home.
Okay.
Walk her home.
All right.
Whatever.
Let's walk her home.
Time to go, Liara. Where do you live?
She's actually dead this whole time.
Okay, Bruce Willis.
Things I would not be surprised about.
She says, I'll show you the way. That's right, I can't do Iris here.
Another one that realizes.
I always forget. I'm like, why did it just deselect the token?
Where's my token at? Jesus Christ.
At the bottom of the map.
Yeah, I was trying to
Lower
scroll
left.
back to it. And I was like, where did it go?
Actually, since we passed Lurimore's house, we might as well just leave the goat there.
Yep, we'll leave Gotesk there.
Every map's gonna have the same goat with a different name. I can feel it.
Oh, well, I mean, if someone would let me name the goat Go-Go Power Goat, I would so do it, but someone doesn't like that name.
Yeah, she's standing in front of her house and kind of looking down and kicking the ground with her foot. Like, I'm gonna be in trouble, aren't I?
No, you're not in trouble at all.
So you're not gonna rat me out or anything?
Nope. Not even a little bit. If you want, we can walk away so you can sneak back into your house.
Actually, I'd rather sit here and watch her sneak in her house, but
Okay. That wasn't a very good roll.
Did you just try and
So-
stealth check yourself into the house and fuck it up?
Well, yeah, a 3 is a 3. When you roll a 3. Basically, she opens the door a little harder than she intended to and just smacks it into the wall, and then also stubs her foot on the door as it bounces back.
Oh, so it's you trying to sneak into a place.
I am much more stealthy than this. I roll like at least a 5 on my stealth checks.
Yeah, he doesn't stub his toe. He just smacks the door
I
against
meant
the
to
wall.
slam that door. Oh, hi, Mark.
Oh, God.
ow. Dear goodness. Oh, it's not that stopping me.
But yeah, so the stealth attempt does not work for her.
I'm gonna GTFO then.
Yeah. Let's get out of here.
The sitting room flares to light as someone casts a spell inside.
I just sneak the fuck out.
And you hear what sounds like an upset mother winding up to yell at a daughter who is way outside of curfew.
It's like,
So just so we're aware of this, I have a -5 to stealth.
There's your roll, Levi. It's like, well, I'm already down the street, but I scuffed my foot on a pavement.
You found the only squeaky chicken in town.
Mm-hmm. Walk. Damn it.
How did I do getting out of there?
A 15's plenty.
I feel
It's kind of a case of that the person you'd be sneaking from is distracted.
good because that's literally the highest I can roll is a 15.
The front door slams again, and you hear muffled shouting.
She'll be fine.
Children grow back, right?
Yeah, he's got to do it limb by limb. They're kind of like Deadpool.
So did you end up with 5 children?
No, just one. You just can't. They grow back out from the head.
You grow the head first, and then the rest of the limbs come in. You start with something like an arm or a hand, that's where it starts getting tricky.
Wow.
All right, so if we know it's dark, but what time is it in the game?
It's probably about 12:30, going on 1 o'clock.
So we're out half the night.
Yeah, it's
Nice.
probably about time for bed.
Well, I'm sure she has a nice shower and anything, but I'd much rather track in wet clothes than smelly, dirty, wet clothes. I'm gonna go down here and like dunk myself in a river a little bit.
She has a laundry room, but okay.
I'll do laundry tomorrow. I'm getting the gunk off now.
I'm just
Tomorrow,
gonna go into the laundry room and take off my armor and any like my stained boots or anything, and just go from there.
Hi.
Instead of like jumping into a river and then coming into our house sopping wet.
I just say I like the water. What can I say?
Didn't you know this town used to be named Flint?
Hi. Fine, come here.
Rich, you are now extremely flammable.
You've been good all night.
That
No,
was...
theirs wasn't drilling water. It was lead water.
Oh, so you're saying Rich has lead poisoning. So he's going to become a Mad Hatter.
Yes.
Yes, that means I need to take a will save after my bath.
I think it'd be a fortitude save and then a will save.
Fine.
And eventually an insanity save. Or you'll turn into Johnny Depp as the Mad Hatter in Alice in Wonderland.
No, you just turned into Johnny Depp. Full stop.
Oh, God.
Ah.
No. It's Johnny Depp's Tonto. He goes to dig the bird up and wears it on his head. You must feel bad for Johnny Depp's career.
Why?
He was such an
Why would you
interesting.
feel bad for Johnny Depp's career?
He was such an interesting actor, and then he made the Pirates of the Caribbean.
You know why he did that, right?
Lots and lots of money.
Nope. It's called The Little Girl. He did the first one more for his kids, and then after the first one was made, they were trying to get him to sign up for the second one, and it was his daughter that told him to do it.
Well, either way,
Because she wanted to see him do it again.
they made so many of those damn movies now.
And that's when he'd signed for the rest of them, because of the fact that little girl asked him, and that was his daughter.
He's seemed to be typecast in Disney productions ever since then that are just off, I should say. Yeah, off. Pirates of the Caribbean.
I was going to say, on the other hand, if you have a series, it'd be like if between movies 3 and 4, they got a different kid for Harry Potter.
Oh, no, I'm just saying, like, he's made a lot of really weird movies just outside. Ever since he's done it, that seems to be the turning point of it, where he made interestingly odd movies like Edward Scissorhands and stuff like that, and went into just why movies like The Lone Ranger, where he played the Indian Tonto who wore a dead bird on his head.
Yep. That was his favorite character in the movie, too. Or in the show.
Yeah, but why not get an actual Indian person to play it? Why Johnny Depp in Indian face wearing a dead bird?
Because you also got to realize, depending on the actor, or the director, is depending on if Johnny Depp gets the chance.
As long as it's Tim Burton, he'll always be in the movie.
Exactly. I mean, Tim Burton will always have Johnny in some fashion or form in his movie. But others will, be able to get him, because of the fact that...
I just can't get around his newer parts. Like, they're just really, really weird. Like, his Mad Hatter. Nah.
His character in June and Joan and Boone and Joan, something like that.
Punch and June?
Yeah, thank you.
That's a cool movie. He looks so... like he was just a little kid in that.
That's what I'm saying. I'm saying his newer
he
stuff.
He plays an odd character in that one too.
He plays a lot of odd characters. I'm just saying his older odd characters are better. Like the new ones are just they're
offensive.
They're not fun odd. They're just odd for odd's sake, and they don't work. Like making Tonto into that weird oddness that they didn't work. Making the Mad Hatter what they didn't work.
Okay, I loved him in Mad Hatter, so I'll disagree with you on that one.
I'm not saying he's about. I'm just saying the way they used him in it just didn't work. Him as Willy Wonka, that was really awkward.
Okay, you
Well,
also
part
gotta
of it is
realize-
because he has to live up to Gene Wilder.
Well, yeah.
Well, you also gotta realize not all of it is all on him. You also gotta realize the director has a big say on what the costumes, what they
I
have
never
in.
said it was on him. I'm just saying his parts in general have seemed to have gone downhill since he basically buckled up to the Disney machine.
Disney eats stars and spits them out as misadjusted adult children later
Yeah.
on. Like,
'Cause
see Miley Cyrus.
I'm pretty sure. Yeah, hold on. Yeah, I think everything but maybe Willy Wonka that he's done recently was all Disney. Like both the Alice in Wonderlands were Disney. Obviously all the Lone Ranger was Disney, and so was all the Pirates movies.
Hold on. There's one in there that wasn't. He's just done here recently. And I'm pulling it up right now to find out. Sherlock Gnome is not a Disney movie. Murder on the Orient Express is not Disney.
Murder on the Orient Express wasn't a bad one though. I'm just saying a lot of his more recent ones are bad.
And that was last year. That was last year. He played a pretty good role in Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them.
I don't remember him in that movie.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, he was pretty great. He was like at the very end.
That's because of the fact that his character is technically was morphed into a different person all the way to the end, and then it changes to him, and he is going to be in part 2 because of the fact that character is in part 2.
Okay, well, where are we at with the game then? Now we're back at town, and I guess we're gonna go to sleep for the night.
I was waiting for y'all to figure out what you were doing.
I was going to clean up and at least get a cat nap if nothing bothers me or comes banging on my door now that everybody knows where I'm at. And
Oh, that's right. This is the one where I have the punishment box. I forgot which maps I did it to. All right, so at this point, y'all know the drill. You restore 1 hit point per hit die.
So 3 hit points.
3 hitty points.
Sweet. That puts me at only 2 below max.
All your stuff recharges. Then all of you yawn very loudly, like you want it to be an early night.
I am kind of tired. It is 10 o'clock.
just because I'm yawned doesn't mean I'm sleepy.
No, I'm just saying in general.
If
Like, I've been going to bed early this week. I don't know what's wrong with me.
Everything.
It's your fault, Rich.
Of course. I
Really?
take full responsibility.
I've been fucked up since day one at work, thanks to you.
Since day one at work.
Yep. Just having you walk in and yell it out loud just fucked me over. Things will never be the same.
Yep. That's right.
You broke me.
Meet me once and I blow your mind.
Virgil, don't be humping him.
He's
Well-
trying to assume dominance over
Well,
him.
there went our monetization.
Okay, that can take in so many different ways.
The problem is YouTube will just hear the word, don't hump that, or don't hump him, and just go with it. And be like, nope, that's not allowed. Humping's not allowed.
Wait, you can cut that little part out.
Well, I mean, it is Wednesday, which technically is hump day.
Exactly.
Yeah, see,
It's
this little part that
okay.
we need to cut out just keeps getting longer and longer and longer.
Well, then stop talking about it.
He
My
can't.
goodness.
He just can't stop.
Once you start, you just can't stop.
Yep. It's like Pringles. You can't eat just one.
Well, you can because they're cardboard.
That's Middlesworth chips.
They're potato-based cardboard.
Middleworth chips. What?
Some of the best powder, some of the worst chips.
Yeah, dude.
Salad.
Middlesworth potato chips taste like cardboard if you have them plain.
You said salad, so now I'm just thinking of potato chips covered in ranch dressing.
It actually sounds pretty good.
Salad.
Hey, it's gluten free.
Fuck your gluten.
Potatoes don't have gluten.
I know.
Gluten free.
Yep, an entire like the big bag, bigger than a family size bag. If you eat that whole thing, you had no gluten.
You're gluten. That'd be really weird if you were made of gluten.
I'm made out of the stuff that traps air bubbles. Or bacteria farts.
Oh.
Okay.
So are we calling it a night then?
I don't know. It's up to you guys.
Not up to me because I'm all good.
Maracas.
What about a mariachi band?
I don't know.
Do you two want to continue? And then it goes dead quiet.
Yeah, there is no shame in tapping out if you're tired.
I am not tired. But I do have a meeting in the morning. And since this is a good stopping point, I will bail out for the night.
Yeah, I would say that this is probably as natural of a stopping point as we're gonna get.
It makes sense to basically make our in-game time 1 to 2 days every week too. That would take us years to get through.
Yep, we just keep the party going.
This midnight train going anywhere.
Oh my god. Okay, so we can stop the stream. Goodbye, stream.